Before we go further, hi, my name is Nemogasa. I do BL reviews and commentaries. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And what an achievement for me to remember to do an intro. Anyways, my bias is showing. First, I would like to talk to whoever did the casting for the show because I'm betting you that they were around when Yaoi was starting. The exaggerated height and build of the character tells me everything that I need to know about whoever did the casting. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good height difference, like semantic error. It can be adorable, it can be sexy, it can add so much energy to the pairing, but there's a line, and I think that a whole foot height difference is crossing that line. That's not just a height gap, that's practically a parent escorting a child to school. I don't care how dirty your mind is or how kinky you think you are, that much of a size difference stops being charming and it starts feeling comical. It just called to mind certain types of mangas and webtoons, and that's all I'm going to say about the matter. If you know, you know. And I'm moving on. I have my doubts at the start of the show because Choi Seol, for all the his this big popular boy band lead or member, he came across a bit bland. But by the halfway mark, and especially in the last three episodes, he finally started showing more range. Goofy, pouty, possessive, and absolutely ridiculous. The show was suppressing all these dorkiness from us, and it's such a shame. I think a lot of that comes down to directorial choices. If we had just sprinkled in a few of these lighter, more playful moments earlier, it would have given so much more depth. We spent too long with him playing stoic and flat that the latter part feels like a totally different character that came out of nowhere. I would love to see Najun's actor, Kevin, who's a member of Omega X, reacting to Choi Seol trying to pass off as a K-pop idol. The behind the scenes alone would have been gold. Anyways, Najon, normally this kind of character type, the loser, the self-pitying, insecure guy, can be exhausting to watch. They are so hard to themselves, constantly beating themselves down, dragging the energy of every scene. And after a few scenes of that, I will be tired of that character. Naejon, though, he has the tendency to self pity and lose his self esteem in most instances. The difference is he doesn't stay there. He tries to make the best out of his situation. He's a temp teacher who everyone at school treats like a placeholder. Students barely listen to him. His career doesn't have stability. And yet he still finds simple joys. He gets to fangirl over the superstar idol. He supports his family financially with what little he has. And most importantly, he has this easy, supportive dynamic with his cousin, Kyusong, that keeps him grounded. These lovable, easy moments are what keep Naijun from being draining. They balance out his insecurities with softness and charm that makes you actually want to spend time with him. And honestly, that's probably why at first I didn't feel any real chemistry between him and Choi Seo. Beyond the fact that the plot itself is interesting, Choi Seo being this popular K-pop idol trying to worm his way close to Naijun out of pure spite, thinking that Naijun was some kind of third party between Juha and his boyfriend Kyusong. I just wasn't buying the connection. You have Choi Soo-yeol, broody and aloof, and let's be real, kind of bland in those early episodes. It felt like putting all this bright, lovable energy of Naijun next to a brick wall. I actually thought Naijun would have been better paired with a livelier love interest. someone who could bounce off his goofiness and insecurities with equal playfulness instead of someone towering over him with this one note gloomy intensity. It wasn't until later in the show when Choi Seo finally dropped the cool idol and started being goofy and pouty and surprisingly clingy that I saw what the writers were aiming for. But for a good chunk of the show, it really felt like Naijun was doing all the heavy lifting in terms of likability, and Choi Seol was just there. So in the end, it all comes down to a big misunderstanding. Choi Seol spends all this time thinking Naijun was in a relationship with Kyosung, Juha's ex, only to find out it was literally just Naijun's cousin. And while I'll give credit where it's due, Choi Seol's tears in that dramatic confession were powerful. For the first time, he was actually acting, showing vulnerability. I would have appreciated more groveling. I wanted a full episode of Choi Seol just begging for Naijun's forgiveness. Because let's be honest, what he did was so out of pocket, luring someone in under the guise of romance just to get revenge. That's not like a simple misstep. That's the next level betrayal. We needed to linger with his regret, with Naijen's hurt, and actually see Choi Seo earn his way back instead of just being swept along by the plot. And the wild part is, the show gave us glimpses that Choi Seo could do it, that he could be pathetic and desperate in just the right way, but they cut it short, and that's where it lost some of the emotional weight. Imagine how much stronger the reconciliation would have been if we'd actually seen him crawl through the mud for just a little while more instead of getting the quick fix. Like, I appreciate his dorky, adorable possessiveness side, those little glimpses of him being goofy and borderline clingy. They are adorable, and they finally make him feel like a fully fleshed out character instead of a broody giant. But that's just not enough to balance out the hurt that he caused. For most of the show, this man was loudly professing his unrequited love for Juha. So when he pivoted to Nai June, it was already messy and complicated. And then add on to the fact that he literally tried to lure in Nai June under false pretenses. Being cute later isn't just going to cut it. I need more proof that Choi Seol was choosing Nai June wholeheartedly and not just for a rebound or a stand in for someone else just because he obviously could not get in with Juha. Speaking of Juha and Naijan's cousin, Kyusong, we needed more of them. Their relationship wasn't just a side detail, it was the actual backbone of why the main conflict between Choi Seol and Naijun even existed. Yet the show only gave us crumbs. We really only got to see them as a couple in a few glimpses, especially in the two last episodes. And while those moments were sweet, they also felt rushed, almost like an afterthought. The final scene of them cuddled on the couch, it screamed, "Yeah, we just fucked." And it was glorious. The casual intimacy and the way they looked so comfortable and secure in each other, it was everything. And if just two or three small scenes were already radiating that much chemistry, can you imagine what the show could have delivered if we've gotten consistent flashbacks or more couple moments throughout from the two of them? Their relationship was so pivotal to the story, but mainly I just want more of them. I think that's enough yapping for me. Please check my other BL reviews and take a moment to like this video. Subscribe if you want more BL rants. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Bye bye.